Startling number of those newly homeless are baby boomers. Tonight, CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti takes a look at why older people are now one of the fastest growing groups living on the streets.
So this is where you all sleep at night?
Yes, this is our sleeping quarters.
65-year-old Maria Negrete, her daughter and granddaughter live in their car on the streets of San Diego
Things to shower.
after losing their jobs and getting evicted from their apartment. You've been looking for work. Your daughter has been looking for work. How frustrating has that been for you?
It's hard because as much as we try, we feel that the system pushes you to the position that we are.
Do you see a way off the streets back into a home?
No, especially with everything so expensive, like gas, the rent, everything. And that's heartbreaking for me.
Negrete is among one of the fastest growing groups of homeless. Baby boomers. Many, like her, worked low paying jobs and had no savings to fall back on when times got tough. According to research, the number of homeless people over 55 is expected to spike to 225,000 in the next 4 years nationwide, up from 170,000 in 2017. That's a 32% jump. I mean, this is an age, a time in one's life that should be defined by stability.
That's what you would think.
Teresa Smith started Dreams for Change, an organization that helps the homeless by providing jobs and safe parking for those with cars. Nearly half of her clients are baby boomers.
Yeah, we hear the same story over and over again. I've lived in this place 10, 15 years, and now I have to move because they've increased the rent above what I even earned for a given month.
And that crisis grew during the pandemic and has been intensified by record inflation and housing costs. In San Diego, the average two-bedroom apartment is more than $3,700 a month, up 21% from last year. What's your biggest fear, your biggest concern?
My biggest concern is that as much as we try, we might be stuck being in the car for a long time.
Stuck, like too many other working Americans, with nowhere to sleep at night. For Eye on America, Jonathan Vigliotti, San Diego.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is a growing number of baby boomers that are now becoming homeless across America. And this is no joke. I mean, it's a lot of people that never could get back on their feet from the pandemic. And ultimately, that is what happened. And folks are now becoming homeless. And they said this thing among baby boomers is rampant. It is really exploding around the country. And, it's amazing how Joe Biden can give his all to Ukraine. And you got people in dire situations right here in America that can't afford their apartments. A lot of people are being displaced around this country because they can't afford the rent. So they, as you heard in the video, these folks lost their jobs and then ultimately the apartment they were staying in. And they don't have nothing set up for this, just like they didn't have nothing set up for the pandemic in 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, this country bragged about being the best of this and the best of that, but then you got taken down by a pandemic. And as you can see, there are a lot of people that still can't get on their feet to make things work financially, and as long as rent keeps going up, which I read it was like, well, and this was a few months ago, it went up 300% around the country. And see, this is why they said the housing market is going to collapse. It is going to collapse. It's from the high rent and these unaffordable houses they got here on the market. And now, if you look at many of the, especially the financial news, it's hard to come by a mortgage now, to the point where a lot of people just gave up looking. They're not looking at all, you know? So it seems like when they start exploding in the pricing in the housing market, they have made it a to a detriment to many people out here. You know, I was looking at some articles a few months ago, and some people that said they could afford their apartment back in 2019, and they still had money left over and could pay all their bills, and they were fine. Not anymore. A lot of these landlords are doing dirty things out here. There's a lot of dirty landlords that are raising the rent just to get rid of the tenants that they have right now, push them out, and try to get new people in with these astronomical rent prices. And some people never were behind on their rent, but they're still being pushed out to the streets. So it doesn't even seem to matter, even if you never missed a payment. They're doing this to a lot of people in this country. And, and it just goes to show you it's because of the lackadaisical laws and everything they got on the book. And people are looking for all kinds of loopholes to get around things. They don't care about you. At the end of the day, those of you that are out here renting, they don't care about you. Anytime a landlord wants you gone, they'll just push you on out. And that's exactly what's being done now. So, as you saw in the video, they're anticipating this homeless number among people 55 or older to keep spiking to 225,000 people in that age range nationwide will be homeless within the next 4 years. And they said that is a 32% jump from 2017, according to the University of Pennsylvania. So, yeah, a lot of people that are displaced now are going to have a hard time finding another place and being able to afford it. Right now, if you don't have family or friends or somebody you can lean on, you're going to be in a lot of trouble, you know? And at that age, being homeless, man, it's not even safe for young people on the street that's homeless. But for somebody 55 or older, yeah, that's very dangerous. That's a very dangerous thing. And I really believe it's going to be a record number of people out on the streets in America. Now, I know rent has gone up here as well as other states across the country. But when I was listening to the video, a two-bedroom apartment in San Diego, $3,700 a month. And you can best believe by the time we get to 2023, it's going to be higher than that $3,700. Y'all, please tell me what you think about this story. I think it's a shame for somebody to get up in age like that and then you have nowhere to go. That is a disgrace. And it's even more of a disgrace watching 270 million, 300 million, a billion, and everything is flying over to another country, and you got people right here in your backyard that needs help. You know, that's what's wrong with these folks that are in charge. They really don't have no sense of urgency when it's sitting right in their face. But y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.